Awesome. I don't know why this has changed, but thanks for letting me know. OSW SimSport, welcome to the stream. Thanks for making me aware about the issue with the mic. Big Daddy Zo, hello there. Thank you for joining. Oh, you know what? Let me just go back to 500. I thought it may have been a good way of trying things, but apparently I'm lacking the speed of rotation in a lot of spots, so I'll just go back to whatever we've had before. It's more the question of whether I even need to be a lot more aggressive on it. Hey, Sven. Well, whether we enjoy LMDh, we'll probably see hashtags soon. Have you signed up with a Cadillac, if I'm not mistaken? So that's interesting. Have you done any testing yet? Would you mind sharing lap times? Like Tonchmax, first of all, thank you so much for your Prime sub. Big support, thank you very, very much indeed. Like Sven, I'm a bit scared as of I believe we're gonna have Ferrari Cup in the top 10. It's like 2 caddies and 2 BMWs fighting it out from P11 to 14. I think the Caddy isn't a bad car. Back in the day when the LMDhs were slightly better than the fellow Ferraris, I remember it was very tight between Caddy and BMW when it came to performance. I wonder whether I'm overheating the brakes here into this corner, because every time on the entry the rear end just starts sliding around. A 30.4 so far. Okay. Quali. I mean, I'm probably not a track expert yet, but with me doing 33.0 in race fuel conditions, I'm probably not able to do a 30.4 in a quali situation, right? And let me guess also, like, I'm the only one taking this weird white line into turn 10. Ah, saturated 20 degrees air. Well, I don't think that the ambient temperature or the track temperature is having too much of an influence on the actual lap time on quali run. Probably more about when the tire actually peaks and stuff, which on a 20-degree rear road probably takes longer than on lower. It could also, well, the only thing where I could see this has been a benefit then, even if the tire takes 2 or 3 laps to warm up, probably, despite some corners take it more harsh with the tire, I would assume the track temperature could be lower, helping with tire higher temperature consistency throughout the lap. I think this is an old setup from mine, which I ran in March this year. So far, I have to say this is not looking very impressive. Yeah, right now I feel... yeah, the car is a bit understeery. But let's say with that setup, it's a 32.8. Maybe, because I'm a Coach Dave setup creator, I should actually make use of the Coach Dave setups being available to me. Probably makes sense, wouldn't it? And, you know, just give it a go, see what that's like. Maybe we find some benefits in this one. Hey Criskent, how are you? Yeah, at least I won't have a problem with bottoming in the hairpin. You would think so. I mean, yes, I can see why the Ferrari is bottoming in that hairpin. I would probably get my head around it and would be furious trying to fix it without breaking the performance of the car elsewhere. Oh, Sim Sports, I hear ya. Well, you know, I think at the end of the day, every setup shop, whether that's CDA, Hymo, those setups or whatever, I think the quality of each shop, I don't want to say it's rather the same, but I think they are kind of equal. It mostly depends on the creator's driving style compared to your driving style, whether you're actually finding them good. You know, if a creator creates a setup that runs a high rake and you appreciate your downforce being generated by the chassis rather than the rear wing, then you'll absolutely love the setup because it gives you that distinctive balance that you're looking in after a setup. However, what this setup is compared to mine on the front is a lot of purposing. You saw the car pumping a lot up and down. Something that I need to see whether it stays. Here also, car goes up and down on the front. And this is what I mean, I need to check now if that stays over the course of a lap, over the course of a small stint when tire temperatures come up and the right tire get another half a centimeter up or so. Or whether that disappears into, you know, pumped up tires and no issue whatsoever. In hindsight, the rotation of the setup is much better than on my personal setup so far, which incidentally is a good thing. But I also feel that there is some instability going on in the back. Especially upon throttle application, as we've seen. That guy is a little bit further to the back. And remember, the first lap time isn't that representative at all. His tires are not in the temperature window yet. Oh, looks like I have a bit better performance overall across the lap though. LazyFL, thank you so much for your tier 1 resubscription on the Twitch channel for 11 months, man. You guys supported you, thank you very, very much. Really greatly appreciated. How is your Saturday so far? So, I guess you guys see what I mean about that rear twitchiness, right? Being a thing here. I could match up until here with the old setup. I could really match it. The question is, can we now go faster? During well, neglect the track limit, but so here, the car isn't really much faster than on my own setup. It's probably just a very different philosophy. I am obviously taking the car to the limit to get out another 10th. Pizza for breakfast. I had at least a pizza for snacks now. Car's over braking a bit on the back end. Fabio, didn't you say like you're gonna go with the Aston Martin, by the way? So since you lied at me, I think it's absolutely fine that you suffer understeering in the hairpin. If that is your only issue with that Ferrari around that track, we'll be fine. Misano is a lovely track. I would love to have Misano here in Le Mans Ultimate. The porpoising is real though in the BMW setup here. Front feels extremely stiff and rigid. Which may not be a bad thing, you know. The bad thing is me unable to drive it correctly. Nah, I don't want to imagine Solder in multi-class with that wide cars and speed differences. I don't think that's enjoyable. People already don't enjoy the multi-class shenanigans here in Portimao or other racetracks, Fuji Sector 3. So don't even think about Solder. Okay, so that's a fail as well. Let's try to look at it and try and mix it up. So comparing these setups. I can see why the car's porpoising that much. got like a real stiff front third spring. I can't do anything else and bounce around actually. Give it some shots. Is high rake for prototypes kind of meta right now? I had a flat LMP2 setup which with nice balance, then I put 1.5 rake on it, and it's, yeah, I mean it's not a meta, but I think it's a considerable way of creating downforce for sure. And since you don't have any splitter on the cars, well, you have splitters, but they're not adjustable, right? The only thing that you can adjust on the prototypes is the rear wing, and the rear wing doesn't give you any front rotation. However, Rake is gonna give you overall downforce and overall rotation, so I think that's the link that you need to consider here. Do I feel understeer around here? Yeah, but that's surely coming from the Rake. Also, not only the Rake. The Rake is obviously one thing, puts the airflow of the car like over the chassis. But Rake is also another thing, as in you're putting your rear up, so you push the center of gravity to the front, so that overall balance. Oh boy. So that overall balance is also moving to the front, right? And that of course will result into the car rotating a lot harder. Is it just me, or is that extremely understeery? It feels at least understeery to me. One STX, hello there. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for joining. So we do come up at least with a PB in the first lap, which is great in a way. Means since tires are probably still coming up to life, there is still more potential in the lap. Walter Ping, hello there, how are you? Welcome to our testing session. But is this corner particularly, so let's put front AIB a couple of clicks down. And really soon I'm gonna mourn about oversteer. Maybe a bit too much. Oh, no, let's give it a full go for a lap here. Went badly into the turn. So I'm gonna try something on that setup. Track temp is 40 degrees. (32.1). Just out of curiosity, I put maximum rake. I just wanna see how it does on this car. Because I certainly don't want to do one thing, missing out on a meta. So I counter that with I leave the aggressive. Why is the car pulling to the left? It didn't take those settings. Yeeks. Thought for a moment, like, why is the car pulling to the left? Like, it's not supposed to do that. Seems a bit twitchy. But anyway, we're gonna let the lap time speak in the end. I don't mind the better rotation in general. It's just not allowed to become dangerous. Here comes an off track. Let's see what the Rake does to the top speeds. Yeah, less of course. Let's see what it does to the cornering. I'm not convinced. Like, it feels like I have more rotation, but at the same time I also feel like I have more twitchiness and lack of confidence in the car. I see the car here over rotating around. Hey Sir Joss. Yeah, how come I choose the BMW? If Sven is still here, I would love to know why he chose the Caddy. Basically, I wanted to get on with something else. I was expecting a Ferrari Cup because Ferrari is fastest car. But I didn't want to suffer from driving that Ferrari any longer than necessary. I will still need to drive that Ferrari in like daily races or whatever. But like for the VMS Pro Series, I thought, like, you know what? It's just like, just take a different car, have a different approach to the season. We're certainly not gonna go towards championship level with a BMW. I think it's by far not the best car. Is the BMW that rapid on the straights? I don't know, really. Gendron. Thanks for joining, by the way. Sorry, Sir Joss. You think that the BMW is quick on straights? I couldn't necessarily say it is. Ooh. Ah, fresh tires, Mitch. Mm-hmm. Devil's Creep. I mean, it would be good news. Having a car that's going quick down the straights would at least enable being able to do overtakes, or B, take away opportunities from others to simply overtake. There's nothing worse than having a slow Toyota on the straights and Aston Martin Valkyrie in the back of you. Six kph minimum. Well, that's crazy. Yes, please. Copy. Ja, ich weiß. Lässt dich nicht finden. And then the Ferrari is 2 or 3 kph quicker than Toyota in the straights, right? Roughly. Hey Marco. Where does that shirt come from? Out of my carpet. Where does that on? Ah, anders dir. Well, I wonder what the Ferraris are going to do around here when I'm doing 311 with the BMW. Whoopsie! You used to work for Raver? Oh yeah. Well, that shirt is from a handball club from First Division, roughly 100 and something kilometers north from here. And apparently they had Raver as one of their title sponsors. Well, just about valid. Giving away all momentum. Which Peugeot is now good, you mean? Hey Lucy, how are ya? We're still on it. Happy little slide indeed. .316 on the main straight with the Ferrari. Ah, sorry, there's no way that the BMW is going quicker than that. Ah, that car. It interestingly loses or lifts the rear right from the ground in that turn 7. You hear that every time I'm going onto the throttle. The RPMs pitch up. Turn 7. which means that the overall car is too stiff. Like that, I'm just doing the same rappa of spinning. So, let me see. Let's give that a shot. I just did 313. Yeah. Car's not straight, not straight enough. Not fast enough in the straight line speed. Despite it should have a tad better acceleration than the Ferrari, but I think that's how LMDh need to make the pass. Blistering exit straight into the draft, and then create the overspeed by the draft. No, Fabio, I haven't done. I just want to beat this 32-1 here, and then we can talk about quali run. But if I remember correctly, what is the speed difference between quali and race? 1.2 seconds, 1.3? I shouldn't be anywhere close to a 30.4. Car still does it, you heard it? It just like ref spikes a little bit. Fabio, have you done race fuel laps or only quali? Maybe I should do my testing also just on quali setup at all the time. I always build setups on a race fuel run. Ah, I forgot about ARBs again. So then tell me, how far am I off you? Yeah, quite a bit. So half a second or more. For a first lap, this is promising. Oh wait, did VMS Pro Series put a drop round into the results? A bit more than half a second, copy. So you guys do quicker than the 30.4 than in quali, do you? Otherwise I don't even dare looking at my quali. Oh god. Why can I not improve this? Should have got myself out on fresh tires, I assume. But still though, the car is... It's lifting its rear so badly. Fabio, did you say 30.8? Why am I even testing? But 30.6 is a qualifying time, and then the 30.6 is... Or is that race fuel? Hey Luke. I'm doing okay. I just found out that I'm racing for no reason on Sunday, but... I mean, like... Don't get me wrong, we signed up with the BMW in wisdom that we don't go for victory, but... That we're going to be lapped is... That is news. Yeah, honestly, a 30.6 is not impressive at all. If you're looking at our friend Fabio doing a 30.8 with a race fuel condition. Danielle Pri 23. Thank you for your follow. Hello and welcome. So thankfully this lap was invalidated even before we started it. That's track limits and it's... Echt jetzt? The car's just getting a bit too twitchy. I kinda know. Yeah, Chuck, I hear you. It's like you need 2 or 3 different setups throughout the lap. One for trailer braking and carrying speed into turns, the next one for absolute tractions out of the low speed area, and for maximum rotation. And then in that turn 7, where I just threw away the last lap time, you'd need a car that's perfectly balanced on the weight transfer and dealing with elevation. Jack, you don't race VMS this year, do you? Yep. Like, I did some clicks on the setup and suddenly the inside rear wheel was spinning free on the apex of turn 7, making the RPM spike up, the TC cutting in, and worst case even the car losing traction and balance because of getting a shock whenever the rear left touches down again. That's what the rear left packer is doing. Well, I think it's important to say it's not VMS people that have... Damn it. That have changed the BOP. Dario 30.1. Is that from a Hymo setup video then? Or did he just do that live somewhere? Yeah, but honestly, like, if Fabio is doing a 30.8 with a perfect lap and race fuel, he'll do 29.8 with a perfect lap and quali condition. What's the sea level of Portimao? Like the height? Over that crest, there's just that little bit of understeer. I actually missed the apex. Ah, there again. Did you hear? On initial throttle pickup, the rear left rose. 15 meters. Too long on the brakes. And yet though I can't get the rear right not to lift off from ground. I wonder how many people are losing their race into the pit lane this week. Okay. So, what do you think? What would make my rear keeping down? Like both tires compress, but as the car is on the left hand side, it's that one that's lifting too much. So if I go to the dampers, and I put a stiffer rear bound, that should help it, shouldn't it? Should also help me with keeping the rear stable on the braking. I'm gonna give that damper thing a shot. Maybe that's going the right direction. Hey, Iron Marshall. Good afternoon. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, Jack, I hear you. I mean, I should probably take the Ferrari out just to see what I can do with the Ferrari and then put another half a second on it. And then see if that would match our friend Fabio in any way, but for the time being I just need to get that BMW a bit more performant. Let's see if the 3 clicks on the rear bound dumper are giving me any benefits. At least here a little bit less understeer. This was a corner to forget. Maybe it's just the bump that's there, and I need to accept that it exists. Hi Marshall, hello there. Oh sorry, I already said hello. Anyway, twice holds longer, right? Very well held. Very much turned in. Ah, losing all the momentum really. Also too early. Yeah, an invalid lap in VMS Pro. I think I introduced too much understeer into the car. So, what I've done on the back has helped. At least, placebo-wise has helped. So I'm trying something completely different. Fixing it with that. Then I'm gonna get myself... What? And then we go at it again. It's a pretty radical approach that I've chosen now on the suspension. But I feel it could help me getting the car into an overall more, let's say, less dynamic balance. Oh, 2007-2010, thank you for your follow. And welcome. However, if that changes, just gonna not help the case at all. I'll probably just revert backwards here again. Oh. You actually hear the TC cutting in. It's just so crazy. Turn 7. Yeah, I have to assume it's a bump rather than a car issue. But we'll see about that. It's alright, that's all good, that's all fine. Like, this is the first lap on non-perfect tires yet. And honestly, the car's kind of balanced. There surely be still ways for optimization, but overall we're not slow in this first outing here. Maybe the low speed areas which I'm losing the most with that aggressive setting. But I'm benefiting in high-speed turns. And I'd also say I'm slightly benefiting in straight-line speed. Ah, yeah. The low speed turns certainly slower. While it's this and the high speed turns where the car's actually better. Lucas Mateos, why do you think every car I'm driving is a meta? So this has not worked out the intended way, sadly. Which brings me back to the fact simply don't know how to try and improve this. And it's a bit utter frustration with it. Because you're like, you're obviously trying to be very much on the edge. .31.6 in the caddy. Lost a little bit more. Yeah, I don't have that. I would love to know what's the kilograms difference between the Caddy and the BMW, because I know that they used to be pretty equal in handling and performance. I think what I created now is just endlessly understeering. Oh yeah. Am I not gonna give it a shot? But I think this is just endlessly understeering from bottoming out. I might be wrong though. It might be perfect for low speed, because there it's not bottoming out and there it's creating a nice mechanical performance. Well, let's see this turn. Oh my god, yes, oh my god, no. It is a hint of what could work, but certainly not the way this is going to work. Okay, fresh tires on the suspension. I'm putting things. I am putting things. And I see if things are working. Let's see if that still gives us a good low speed rotation. Is that giving us even more understeer? You gotta be kidding. It makes last turn certainly not easier. Jet BMW is back just because we're driving it. Because of some fresh air and fresh impressions on Hypercar. I can't improve it. It feels better, but I have one more shot. One more idea. If that doesn't work, I'll just probably need to stick to one philosophy. One more idea. Actually, MD, I would love to. I would love to. Penicillin, no, we did not. And don't get me wrong. I think I have chosen the car very well, knowing that with this car, we will not stand a single chance regarding the championship ambitions. I think we're rather fighting for top 10s instead of fighting for a single podium position. This is what this car choice means at the very moment. But we've chosen it regardless. So every Ferrari we're going to beat is a big victory. This can't be right. Okay, so because this is... I don't even understand why. As long as I'm... Because maybe I'm not clear. Simply because of that. Maybe because I'm simply not clear. Okay. Next try. It's the pain. But we have lived through some pain. Giorgio Arnado Acuna. Thank you for your follow. Welcome to the channel. Yes, Ferrari is still the best. According to bear with me. According to Fabio Rigoletto, he has done a 30.8 in the Ferrari with race fuel. I know that Sven Gielhut is able to put a 31.4 with the Caddy, or 0.6. And well, we're at the 32.0, so this is the situation. Ah, Mr. Di Buono is here as well. Tell me more about your lap times. 30.7, quali 29.8. Overshot the corner. Come on, Marco, tell us. Be brave. 70 centimeters is the distance of me sitting to my monitor. And on my YouTube channel, mate, exclamation marks up, you'll find a tutorial about how to set up the field of view correctly for your own settings. Also, there is a calculator that you can use. Type in exclamation marks up to get to my YouTube channel, and there find a playlist with tutorials, and you'll be sorted. But this is the first approach that is somewhat a bit more promising. Also Europe, that's a nice guess. But of course, if everyone would have picked the Ferrari, everyone would have been in the same boat. I think Yanni hasn't picked the Ferrari because he never drove a Ferrari. Simply doesn't know much about the car. This is probably just a pure luck lap right now. And it's probably not even going to be faster in the end. Maybe just by a fraction. Woohoo! 31 nines! Ah! You just want to reduce the impact of anti-cut a bit. Which parameter should you change? Well, firstly right height, then soft your suspension, softer bound on the dampers. That should get you somewhere. If the grind. Crispin, we're aiming for at least a 28.7 or 31.8. Ah, the FFB anti-cuts. Oh well, then you need to turn down the jolt magnitude. You can find that setting in the controller JSON, and if anything, put some smoothing. Hey Errol. 28.7? Yeah, Fabio. That would be huge indeed, wouldn't it? Imagine if I actually did it. He'd be like, check his computer! In before Fabio, you do a 28.7 in quali. What if you did? You're under the zeros, copy. Lightning speed. Now faster than light actually. Yeah, this is, Crispin, this is where I would, like, wanna be. I'm sure I don't, but... Nice, my tablet just died. Nice lock up. I hope I haven't flat spotted the tire too much yet. Why? Why? Probably because tire brakes weren't on temperature. You know, I don't see it that critical with a high wing and rake thing on the fresh tires. I mean, yes, there is a high likeliness that I want to change something. Yeah, I mean, obviously, the high rake meta might disappear. But you know what? I give the esport guys, including myself, 1.5 to 2 weeks, and then we found something else that works pretty nice. That's what works when you do gaming. Because unlike real life, where there's so many variables, and if it might be just the air pressure, right? Like, I'm not even speaking about the air temperature. But you know, you could have 25 degrees at like 990. Is it high? Like kPa? Not kPa. Is it hectopascal? Like whatever the thing is that you can see the weather isobars, right? Like standard atmospheric pressure is between 980 to 1040, something like that. And 25 degrees of 980 pressure and 25 degrees of 1020 pressure, I'm pretty sure in real life it makes a difference. Whether that is on, well, it might, since it's pressure, it might be an air density that would probably improve the aerodynamic performance of the bodywork, stuff like that. You know, we don't simulate such things here in sim racing. So, unlike in real life, in gaming you'll always, the longer you try, the more close you'll get to the actual point of optimum. I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about, or like can emphasize it. Hey Stefano. Oh, bad timing. I mean, I'm pushing like a maniac as well here, as you can see. And I can't make it work. Why can I not make it work? What if this turned out to be like a good setting? And this turned out to be helping as well. Giorgio Arnaudo Hakuna, thank you for also subscribing on the YouTube channel. Much appreciated. Guys, if you want to do me a favor, if you want to help me with the algorithm on YouTube and Twitch, well, especially on YouTube, give the stream a thumbs up if you enjoy the testing, if you enjoy the conversation about technical things. I would absolutely appreciate you guys hitting the like button of the YouTube stream. And of course, if you're new to this, if you're watching this and you're like, nah, this is interesting, then please become a subscriber on the YouTube channel, follow us on Twitch, support our channel. Would appreciate your help on this one. Stefano, so you said you have to push the car a lot, the Valkyrie, in order to do sub 32s. Now, I assume that the Valkyrie is probably pretty bad around here. So how bad then is the BMW, I'm wondering. I really do. Can we finally get a point here for the grind? This the next lap won't count. Awesome. Well, I guess a new tire model might fix the camber issue. Don't you think? Did it fix the issue in GT3s? I don't know. But I guess it should have or should do. Ah, Lazy FL, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Bob! Hello there. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for your sub on the YouTube channel. Could we get Bob, the car manufacturer master, to build a perfect setup for the BMW for us? How about that? Excuse me, Bob. I was having a good joke in my mind, but since I'm terrible in that, it just came out too flat. So, car, wear performance. Penicillin GT3 still minimum camber at all the time? Look at me if hit turn 1. Just to miss turn 2, right? Oh. I mean, it looked like I just got it, but trust me guys, I just missed it. Track limits. Turn 10, flip a coin. Will we through the lap? Will we not through the lap? We threw the lap, of course we do. I need to get a line down in turn 10. It's disgusting. No straight line comparison. Ever so slightly slower. No, I don't think the BMW is any good anymore on fuel. It's not as efficient anymore as it used to be, sadly. That's all BOP areas where the balance, for whatever reason, always kept moving towards the Ferrari. Annoyingly. I mean, yes, I made use of that quite a lot, as you've seen. What do you mean the camera slipped down? No, the camera is the same as always. The only thing that you don't see is the standings tower. Okay. I don't know. I just have to admit, whatever I do, it doesn't. Whatever I do to make the car feel better, it doesn't help in the end. Just got to admit that. Okay, I give this a couple of more shots. And then maybe one quali run. I would love to know what is the line I would need to take in turn 10. Would I rather be on the inside here? That is at least a tenth and a half slower for me on the Delta. I think going the long way around the outside is not that bad. Off track. Ah, come on. Why does it do that now? Have I been with so much overspeed on the way? just pure understeer. Yeah, that way isn't for me. It's, to me, just slower. Yeah. I'm having an issue nailing turn 1 for whatever reason, or like sector 1 in general. See what I mean? This time I stay within track limits. And I think I need to use the engine brake much harder. As much as it will mean that the car potentially rear-ends us. Got a little bit too wide. Yeah, so we come in purple, while probably only putting Sector 3 as being purple. Not even that. Off track. Like, you can't script it. And then I put almost the perfect eSport slide into the hairpin. That's how you create a 31783 or something like that. Exactly 1900 faster. That's an off track, I think, just about not. Wanted it too much. So 963 minus 190. A 773. With Shogun Rua, yeah, it is... it is too crazy. And I know about that. The big problem I found after this almost 2 hours now is... the setup in itself is rotating just about good enough on the front. Just about. Whatever I tried doing to make it better rotating on the front resulted in a better rotating front, but in a slower lap time for whatever reason. However, of the current setup, the biggest issue I'm having is that the rear end is so fragile of snapping. So fragile. Which, why the good luck wishes for running in the race are absolutely justified. No, Crispkind, I did not. Which is probably why the chat box has a very different looking now at the minute. No, my chair is not moving at all. Okay, Crispin, but no, the chat on this scene and on the other scene that we've seen when I'm adjusting setup is the same source. Okay, let's try this. You'll love Le Mans Ultimate, I'm 100% sure this game is insanely nice. I'd always... I may have ticked some box that I shouldn't have ticked. So now is the question, since I already improve almost, because I'm not going to, but almost on this lap. Oh yes, get me the track limit and disable to envelop my next one. How much more car performance will come out of the next lap? Shogun Run Arua, I have a GSI Hyper P1 steering wheel. And the lap goes in the bin. And if it wasn't in the bin already, it would have been in the bin here. Ah! This is my last shot, then I'm gonna do a quali run and gonna call it a day. Shogun Rua, it's I think 1.9k, yeah. Oh, this is also a tenth slower. This was half a tenth quicker. The problem is, like, the car on initial turning is super understeery and lazy, and then mid-turn, the rear suddenly starts overtaking the front, which is so frustrating. What do you mean by flat, Darius, in VR? I'm much faster on flats. One quali run. We're done for today. In my biggest streams, I would love to say 30.8 is quali, but I'm probably at a 31 low. 7 or 8 tenth, I would assume, or hope. Yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the stream. I hope you still enjoy the grind. If you do so, please follow on Twitch. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel for more streams. And remember to ring the bell on YouTube to not miss the notifications. I'm a bit low on tire temperature, so I think the first lap is surely going to be a write-off. Here you feel that the weight's missing. Yeah, I don't want to load up the FIFA now, but I'm pretty sure the FIFA would be much quicker. So, track limits. First lap is a writer for multiple reasons then. So with the first lap being 6/10 better, I guess. 33.3, yeah, 31.0 is the best that we can run. A crazy lockup. Front right is a huge cobblestone. That was actually a very bad turn 7. Very wobbly. $30.8. Who said it did a 30.8? Was it Sven and the caddy? I don't know. Shogun Rua, you will be fine with the G29 as an entry, for sure. You want to get something a little bit better? I would have a look at not Thrustmaster, at Thermaltake. Their C6 bundle comes with a pedal and with a direct drive wheel and with a rim for like 650 euros. That's fine. A 30.8 would be lovely. I was more thinking of a 31.0. So Fabio, tell me your quali pace. 29s, you said. So I'm matching Fabio with a 30.8 in race pace while I have quali fuel. Awesome. It is what it is. I think it was a good session though. Yeah, guys, tune in tomorrow. The stream goes live. I need to schedule it still. 7 p.m. Maybe I'm gonna do a little bit more practice before. Maybe not. And then we are racing the BMW around Portimao. So guys, I hope you guys are fine. would absolutely appreciate your follow and your sub on the channel. And see you tomorrow for a fight for the top 10, let's say it like this. Till then, guys, have a great one. See you and bye-bye.